Pato is winning for the grand finals, or in the grand finals for the winner of this, I should say. And Fish, no Paladin to start things off. I think the old Echo is better in some ways. I probably prefer the old Echo Isles still. I don't know. The whole revamping maps. I mean, has there been any that we've used? Twisted Meadows, even though I think, again, the old Twisted Meadows might be better. I guess this new Twisted Meadows might be necessary. Or else it's still kind of unplayable for human. Secret Valley is not going to happen. Melting Valley is not going to happen. But a lot of the new maps are great. This is a new map, and this is a great map. Alright, so the Farseer nearly out. Looking like a relatively standard game. Although I'm seeing more and more orcs just play a grunt opener against human. Does everyone have their arms crossed in every photo? I think the tournament where most people got their pictures taken, they tell them to cross their arms. Whereas things like DreamHack, they actually get you to do different poses. That's where like the iconic pictures come from, of like Sock and stuff like that, and like Sonic and all that, doing like cool poses.
Players' forces are under attack.
Or maybe it wasn't ESL, because Seiso's saying that's what they asked for you in ESL. Maybe it's different tournaments that have cooler things. Maybe some of the Chinese tournaments got you to do cooler poses. I don't know. Yeah. Lost Arm, the classic. So Fish is what, 2-farm teching? No, 3-farm with tower. Well, with at least an unupgraded tower, but that's still 40 extra lumber from the fastest tech you can do. Lazo and level 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
XiaoKai gonna get the gauntlets. Might not get the whole camp. Gonna try to commit for the trapper? No, he's not going to. And lumber mill and 5 footmen already for Fish means that this is probably mass casters. Of course, no blacksmith, so we can already say that it will be mass casters. Or maybe tier 3 tech? Griffin's still a thing? Question mark? Nice deny. Yeah, I mean, Autumn Leaves is slightly reworked, but that's different from like a map that's 10 or 15 years old being reworked. Because Autumn Leaves was like a new map, and then they like updated stuff to make it better. They did that with Northern Isles. They did that with, I guess Last Refuge got slight updates. They've done that with Springtime. They, of course, did it with Shallow Grave, but this is all like new maps, and they update them like 6 months later based on feedback. But, you know, changing Melting Valley 15 years later is a little bit different, you see. Singapore. Yeah, this is a Singaporean flag on Fish's side of things. So he's gonna get level 2 now. Fish is desperately in need of a shop. The shop is done. As is the Arcane Tower. Peasant, he's just chilling out. He'll be fine. Oh, he's unfollowed. The classic. Classic whoopsie doopsie. Staff teleportation, and now Fish can get some Omega value. Needs one more camp to get level 3. Ooh, if only he could find the creeps that were left over here. But he might be assuming XiaoKai's crept all of those. Here almost level 3. Fish could see the creep. And this is maybe not a fight that XiaoKai can win. 5 defended footmen. I like that Fish is undefending to close the distance and then redefending when he sees the headhunter's turn. You're always going to have chance to micro the defend because you're going to see the headhunter's turn before they attack, which is actually quite nice in this position where it's a little bit more difficult to predict. if they're already facing you, like right now, for instance. But the Archmage took a lot of damage for Fish. XiaoKai now has a Torn Chief. He'll go Stomp first, which is slower for creeping, but better if you need to defend your burrow or your tier 2. It is Castle Tech. Like, me and Fish are just the same player. We're just the same brain. We're the same person.
A player's forces are under attack.
But the expansion really fast for XiaoKai. Did he already scout to tier 3 or something? How does he know about this? Fish continues to be aggressive. If only he had level 3. Level 2 water elementals, they're not just good at canceling tier 2 and killing burrows, they're also quite good in the fight, so... Would have been a huge boost for Fish's presence here on the map if he had gotten the level 2 water elementals, but now he's got Stormbolt. And now Headhunters can start to die, but there is Stomp. Boop. One Headhunter should die. Not denied, surprisingly. 2 Headhunters are going to die. The level 2 Wolves is quite nice. That's almost level 3 Archmage. Yeah, it is. Nice. He's got enough mana now. The XiaoKai has the expansion up, importantly for him. Let's not forget about this. It is going to be done. It's not going to be canceled. Is this Reforged or old Warcraft 3? In the mood to dust off the old Warcraft 3 skills? If it is new, how do you make it look like the old version? Yeah, it's just in the settings. No one plays the new graphics. Don't even think of them as a thing that exists. You can use your old CD keys if you have them and just reinstall. I think you need to go on the Battle.net website, though, and register them. But you can use your old CD... Like, my game that I'm playing right now, this game we're watching right now, this is from a CD key bought in a store from a disc in, like, 2003. So you can still use those, but don't use the old graphics. It's just in the settings you can trigger on classic graphics, and that's what you can play on. Ooh, Mountain King is dead. Fish over-aggressive. Wait a second. Oh, he's going for Knight Inner Fire Priests? Ooh, I don't mind that. So we're not the same person. I didn't even think people did this strategy still. And yeah, XiaoKai's getting a lot of experience, and he's already mining. I don't even think Fish knows about this expansion. It was such an early unorthodox timing. Oh, this is 2 Barracks Knights? Oh, he does. This army's going to be really insanely strong. Especially if he's not... He's just building Headhunters and Raiders. Dude, 2 Knights is enough to kill this entire army. 2 Knights is going to own this whole army. But Spiked Barricades? Going to be very hard to kill the Great Hall. So maybe mass over quality. Is there a Paladin ever? That's the hard thing about going 2 Barracks Knights, is it's going to be tricky to afford a Paladin. You might not even want a Paladin. Just Priests instead. Just Priests instead. There's level 2 on the Mountain King, and Claws +9. XiaoKai, is he going to go tier 3? Getting Control Magic. I believe I paid $29.99 for VIP. Yeah, you can still buy it on their website, but if you don't have to, you shouldn't. Yeah, my brother bought this game. The CD key I'm playing on is my brother's, so shout out to my brother for buying this, or else this might never have happened, guys. I might not be casting right now. I might not be here. How different my life would be if he never bought that disc. I would have never found out about this game. The shop is done. That's not really going to deny much in the way of breakers. Oh, Kodo, if it gets to eat. You got to kill this Kodo. You can't be down a full night. There's a staff. You gotta kill this Kodo. You gotta kill it. But look how good Knights are against Headhunters and Raiders. It's outrageous. Lightning. Paladin is here. Oh, there's a stomp almost. Holy Light's the Knight. Alright, and heal scroll. Okay, maybe this army isn't as good as I thought it would be. And now the Archmage is dead, and that's going to be 1-0. There's the GG. I thought those Knights were going to be a lot stronger. I'll be honest with you. I thought they're going to be. But they just weren't. It's 1-0. Quite, honestly, the easy game for XiaoKai there. It was all that Mountain King loss. If Fish had not lost that Mountain King, played a little bit more of a momentum game with power creeping to level 3, would have been different all around. Here's XiaoKai in the bottom left, upper right. Here's Mr. Fish. Okay, we'll see what strat Fish goes for. Very unorthodox last game. Looking at this base right now, though, I don't think this is going to be Rifle Caster. Yeah, Horsey, they do 0 damage. But they have 50 regen per second, so they're impossible to kill, and they're still the same movement speed as a Knight. And then you mount a Footman, they get Defend, and they turn into Knights, minus the regen. Here we go. Easy. Knight's fixed. The game already has a horse. Yeah, I mean, you just change a pack horse into what the Knight is. Okay, so Fish again. Yeah, there's the 3 farm. So this could be a lot of different strategies, but the 3 farm could indicate mass casters, could indicate tier 3 tech again, could indicate a fast expansion, could indicate power creeping level 3 Archmage into Beastmaster second. Lots of different strats. If it's just 2 farms, then you know Mountain King second, Rifle Caster. But with 3, it could be Panda second with 3 farm tech. It opens up to so many different possibilities when you go for this 3rd farm and this tower as Fish. Level 2 Archmage. This will be level 2 Farseer after this camp. 1 mana thing, not too bad. This should have Immolation, yeah. Imagine if Knights actually did 0 damage, but they got 50 regen per second. Wouldn't you just build like 10 Knights, put them at the front of your army, and then just have a bunch of mortar teams, and you just block with the Knights? Like you don't even like attack with them with 0 damage. You just keep move commanding them and block the whole army, and then have a bunch of frag sharp mortar teams behind. I think that would be better than having Knights at the front. There's level 2 on the Archmage, or on the Farseer rather. Archmage already level 2. You have to feed them grass. Yes. You now get 2 resources from trees. You get the leaves, which you feed to the horsey units, and you get the lumber. But as a result, human can only mine 8 lumber at a time per trip, because the other 2 is leaves that they feed to the horsies. Do the horsey burrow in the farms? Yes, of course. Make farms even better than they already are. Somebody, come on, this has to be a custom map that we can do. Somebody, just humor me. Do one map. One map. Let's see how it works out. Now the real question is, are horsies tier 3 or tier 2 units? I think horsies become tier 2 units, But they can't get the Mount Horsey upgrade for the Footman until tier 3. Maybe that's what we just turn animal war training into. Because what really are we training them for?
A player's forces
You know?
are under attack.
It gives them armor, I guess, in the normal Warcraft, but, you know, we're training them for war by allowing a Footman to ride around on them. Yeah, with the Horsey unit can pull the farm and give it 1500 HP extra. So it's a few thousand HP farm and it pulls the farm along, which gives them infinite grass or leaves to eat.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is really good pressure from Fish here. One Footman going to go down, but he could find a lot of kills if XiaoKai overcommits. Footmen are expendable. Headhunters, not so much. So far, XiaoKai's done a good job. It's going to be a second headhunter going down. He's again going for that expo timing. But 3 headhunters going to go down. This expo is not going to go up. In fact, the expansion might not even get crapped. Hey, Carson. Say, guys, is Carson drunk? Not yet. Not yet. XiaoKai defends with the expansion. Not yet crapped him. What is Fish going for? Dual Sanctum with the Mountain King. Okay. Peasant should be able to use horse to mine quicker. Yeah, that's not a bad idea either. Let's go tier 1. Yeah, Footmen are now the tier 3 unit, and Horsies are tier 1. In fact, Horsies are the only units you can build. You can't even build heroes. Every hero, like the Archmage comes out, but it's just a horse.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's your only hero. And the Archmage will just be Old Horse. That'll be the name of the hero. And it's just a horse with Brilliance Aura until you put a Footman on top of it, and then it turns into an Archmage. There we go. But you can't build Footman, Rifleman, nothing on tier 1. So you're really just sitting there with units that can't do any damage but have lots of health. By the way, I had some balance change suggestion. Originally, DICE came up with this. Due to fractional human wine, what if we allow farms to hide peasants in it, like burrows 1 damage? I don't know. I think that's pretty insane. I think that's pretty insane. But hey, I'm willing to try it out, so make a custom map. We'll try it out. It would have to be only 1 peasant per farm, because there you have so many farms, right? So you could just, like, burrows, you could put 4 peons in it, and generally you only have, like, 2 burrows in range if you get harassed, 1 burrow in range if you get harassed. I guess once you have 3 burrows, to be fair, you only ever have 12 peasants, so 3 burrows is enough. So maybe it's not, maybe 2 peasants per farm. Oh. Okay, so Panda Casters. One of the many strategies I mentioned, but this becomes needed for an expansion. This strategy. The Elder Horse. Yeah, there we go. That's the name of the Archmage. Before you man him with a Footman. Warcraft 3, but every unit is a horse. Now there's something for our TikTok. The militia are good, but XiaoKai's bought enough time yet again for this super duper early expansion. It's not as early as last time because of the pressure, but I mean the panda's gonna be level 3 though. Is XiaoKai gonna be able to fight once this panda does reach level 3? Oh, but for now, this army's not looking too... Where the hell did that sapper come from? What is going on? Panda's so close to level 3, but only manages to use the Drunken Haze. Wolf and Header, though, is going to be level 3. Almost. Fish needs to split something off to start dealing with those peasants, or else the mining for XiaoKai is going to count him a W. Again, he just needs 1 kill, and that'll be more mana. And that'll be level 2 Breath of Fire, and then before you know it, this whole army's going to crumble. Gets a slow off before. And there's level 3. And oh my dear lord. The whole army just died. Almost. But then we're not split off, but towers are being built for Fish. Peasant should have 3,000 life, but 0 move speed. Yeah, you can only move peasants with horses. So you have to, like, mount the horse and then move it to the gold mine, put the peasant in the gold mine, get back on the horse, so you have to really micromanage. But they can never die because they have 3,000 HP and 10 armor. Protection scroll. One breaker's been eaten. Oh, my scroll wheel locked there for a second. Fish really just has 2 heroes, though, doesn't he? And a couple of footmen. He could TP out, though. If he manages to kill all the peons here, he could TP out after, reconsolidate, and push again. Might be necessary soon. Oh, this Kodo kill is going to be big, though. Level 4 on the Archmage. Yeah, I think Fish should TP soon. Because he's dealt with all the peons. That's all he's got to do here. Just deal with the peons. No, the Panda's going to get stomped. He just leaves. I think Fish could have TP'd out. Reconsolidated. And maybe... I mean, look at the supply, though. To be fair, look at the supply. Regardless, XiaoKai versus Pata is going to be the grand finals. Nice try to Fish. Warcraft 3, the horse's throne.